Welcome back to yet another episode, guys, of The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie. So in last episode, we went through the Reverie corridor again, got some more items, and unlocked the final daydream that we can get for now. We also kicked ass a pom-pom party. So for now, we're gonna go do the other daydream. This might be the entire episode. Interface. I don't know. The last daydream was the entire episode. But we're doing everything we can. We're doing like a... I'm not going to say it's a completionist playthrough, but we're doing kind of similar to it. We're trying to do as much as the extras as we can. Anyway. February 20th, 1207 of the Septarian calendar, a date that marked 6 days since Crossbill had finally been liberated through the special support section. They were now tasked with navigating a wealth of responsibilities in preparation for the sunning ceremony set for the following month. The initial team of 4, Kia, I think he says Kia, and Chief Sergei were up to the task, especially now that they were able to resume their post from their beloved base. Aw, yeah. So this is... I think it said all the daydreams happened before the takeover by Rufus. I think. I'll have to double check on that. Yesterday's cleanup efforts were pretty tiring. Sorry, my phone absolutely just went off right in the microphone. Still, it looks like we all managed to get a good night's sleep. I'd say I slept like a baby. Good to have my old bed back. I can't remember the last time we had breakfast together like this. That's an excellent point. It's been over 2 years. Well, it feels like it's been even longer. That's because a whole lot's happened. Try not to get too comfortable yet, alright? The ceremony's still a ways away. Anyway, hurry up and eat before your food gets cold. Yeah, the chief's right. Ellie, Tio, and I poured our hearts into it. It's jam-packed with lots of love. My compliments to the chefs. Thanks, ladies. Don't mind if I do. Eat up. I hope you like it. I'm excited to see how it turned out as well. I'm really half hoping this isn't a big daydream. If I'm honest. Woo, that hit the spot. I knew Ellie was practicing a lot, but you two have really upped your cooking games too. Cooking isn't the only thing I've been getting better at. It comes with the territory. Don't forget there are 2 chiefs at this breakfast table now. Oh, well, would you look at that? That's right, we're moving up in the world. Like me joining the senior Sunday school class. You've both grown a lot these past few years. They're not the only pair that's been doing some growing, am I right, Lloyd? Well, I suppose. Ahem, what was that? Randy's the one who said it, not me. But you did agree. You took the bait, hook, line, and sinker. You too, I swear. Still, there's no denying the Crossbell has changed drastically since the Triple S officially went on hiatus 2 years ago. You'll be touching base with the CGF in Michelin today, right, Randy? That should prove helpful. As long as he does it. It's more like I'm going down there to lend Muriel a hand, but I'll let you know if I hear anything interesting. Don't forget I'm leaving for Erebonia tomorrow to take care of some unfinished business at Thor's. Alright, you mentioned you already booked your train tickets back and everything. But you'll still be staying here tonight, yeah? How about we throw you a little farewell party? He's not going to be gone for very long. It sounds to me like you're the only one... Oh, you're looking for an excuse to drink, Chief. Though, it would be nice for us to have a full table at dinner again. Noel and Wazzy have been preoccupied with work, and Risha has been rehearsing non-stop. That's okay. I'm sure we'll all find a way to get together soon. Hey, just party. Have the drinks. Haha. Anyway, good luck with work, guys. Let's all make it home early so we can have that party. Speaking of which, you and the Chief are going to the police department today, right? Yeah, the 1st Division requested our help. There's plenty of work to do before Crossbell can officially declare its independence. But Dudley's got another thing coming if he thinks he can pawn off the worst of it on me. I'll let him handle that. Well, Chief, you are the Chief. I think you can let anybody handle the worst of it, as long as you want. Well, we're not going to have a choice if more support requests come rolling in. How about you, Tio? Going to work at the Rhineford building like usual? Wait, it's the IBC building now, huh? Yes, but I'll be dropping in on Yona first. The Orbital Net has been more active due to news of Crossbow becoming independent. The Rhineford Company forfeiting ownership of the building and reducing their presence has also been a hot topic around the office. The Vern Company and the ZCF plan on moving into the open floors, so there's a lot of work to be done. Shoot! It's really going to be an international office again, huh? I imagine it must be chaotic there, but the future's looking bright at the very least. It is. The other manufacturers moving in creates the opportunity for top engineers to collaborate more often. Though... Oh, sorry. I was right. Though what about you, Ellie? Are you busier than any of us? Aren't you busier than any of us? For real. Your granddad's the busiest dude in all the Crossbell right now, which makes you the busiest assistant. You're not wrong, but it just so happens that I have a little breathing room in my schedule today. I shouldn't have any trouble wrapping up everything I need to by tonight, so give me a call if you need a hand with Triple S work. Will do. That's great to hear. Man, we were so wrapped up in talking about work that breakfast is already over. You're off to Sunday school, right, Kia? I can't know if it's Kia or Kia. I keep forgetting what he says. Yep. What do you say we leave together once everyone is ready? And so, the Triple S departed for their respective jobs, each looking forward to the dinner they promised to have later that evening. Oh, good God, we're going to go through probably each person's job and then come back to the dinner. This is going to be a full episode. It's going to be a big one. No, I love the world building and everything, don't get me wrong. And I love the developments, but it's just so much. That's all you have on your schedule for today. Incidentally, as you are due to meet with a politician from the Republic's ruling party next month, I have taken the liberty of compiling information you may want to know in advance. Thank you. I really couldn't ask for a more dependable assistant. I learned so much by being at your side that it's the least that I could do, grandfather. Speaking of the Republic, I hear your father's planning to run for office in the next election? Yes, it sounds as though learning of my decision to get involved in politics had an impact on him too. As you know, his views are similar to those of the former president, thus he's going to be in direct conflict with the ruling party's candidate. The origins of the Republic's current prosperity can be traced to the reparations paid by the Empire. Which, honestly, they probably should have paid maybe a tiny bit more for what had happened. But a significant factor is the new president and his party's willingness to throw capital around with reckless abandon. He strikes me as a little too forceful in implementing many of his policies. Even so, his approval rating's very high. Trying to compete head-on isn't going to be an easy task. Still, I will be rooting for his success. As will I. You need strong opposition in a healthy democracy. I hear he's been in touch with my mother in Milsante lately, too. Though I have no reason to believe they are planning to get back together or anything. That doesn't surprise me. They both have their own separate lives now. Even so, it's good to hear. I'm glad the two of them appear to be moving forward with their lives and not trying to cut each other's throats. So am I. Oh, by the way, about the conference on my schedule for this afternoon, I actually received a call to cancel it this morning. Oh, really? Indeed. So why don't you take this opportunity to finish work early for once and take it easy? I'm planning to use the free time that cancellation open to do some reading. Well, if you're sure, we're having a farewell party for Randy tonight, so this does come at a good time. But I still want to get as much work done as I can before I leave. Very well, thank you. Okay, if each section's that short, this won't be as bad. Alright everyone, today we're going to practice formal letter writing to a friend. Pick anyone you'd like. It could be someone you play with every day, or you could pick someone who lives far away. It's also up to you to decide what to write. All that matters is that you write from the heart. Also, I've brought in a helper today. This is Kie, one of my older students, and she's going to lead the class with me. Don't be afraid to come to her with any questions you might have, okay? Don't be shy, I'm here to help, so ask me anything you want. I can give you pointers on good writing manners and help you think about what to write about. Yes, ma'am. So we gotta write to a friend, yeah? I guess I could write a letter to Ryu and Henri. Oh, and she didn't say it had to be someone outside of the class. I'll write one to you too, Colin. Ah, thanks, Ken. In that case, I think I'll write one to Nana. Maybe I should write one to Ren, too. I don't get to see her that much, but maybe she'd like it. I'm gonna write you a letter too, Colin. Oh, and one's for Kie and Momo. You're so sweet, Nana. In that case, I'll write you back once I get it. But this is just heartwarming all the fuck. Sounds to me like you all have at least one person in mind, then? That wasn't too hard now, was it? Actually, all this talk is making me want to write Shizuku a letter too. Yes, Shizuku lives in Remeferia now, doesn't she? I think that's a wonderful idea. I'm sure she would be thrilled to hear from you. We have plenty of paper and envelopes to spare, so you're welcome to join them. All right, thanks, Sister Mabel. But since I'm still helping out, I'll wait until I get home to write it. So I'm just going to steal the paper and the pen, and off we go. Oh, that's a jam. Thanks. I was just thinking I'm not getting enough leafy greens down here. Not. I'm seriously going to kill you if you do this again, Tio. I just want my pizza and Bell Cola. Come on. Buy it yourself if you're just going to gripe about whatever I get you. Plus, them sandwiches look kind of fire. So, how goes the task left with you? Fine, I'd rather eat this dumb grass than go out. So, the wireless router expansion test is going alright. I can handle stuff like this in my sleep, usually. Is there a problem? Kinda, yeah. I keep running into these weird connection issues I haven't been able to figure out yet. It's normal for it to drop when there's too much traffic, but this feels more like someone's trying to leech off us. That's concerning. Don't stress it, though. If someone out there is trying to mess with us, I'll catch them at some point. They can't outsmart the smartest guy around. Probably should make that sooner than at some point. Let's make resolving this a priority instead. I can help. I'll also get in touch with the chief and ask if it's okay to use the Foundation's network for this. Okay. If you're up for owning these hackers, so am I. Think you can help me with... I think you can keep up with me, though? Oh, I'm worried you won't be able to keep up with me. I mean, fair. Fair statement. Well, this seems a little more serious, doesn't it? Well, thanks for coming out here to talk about park security, Randy. My debt to you just keeps piling up. You already look after my daughter over at Thor's as it is. I mean, you should be thanking anyone. Oh, if you should be thanking anyone for that, it's Reen. He's her homeroom teacher, you know. I never thought Randy would be acquainted with the park's chief of planning. Of all people, it really is a small world, I guess. Anyway, let's get down to business, shall we? You want to put the CGF in charge of security at Michelin temporarily while the park works on turning over its main provider, correct? That was a lot. Correct? With the Empire pulling out its funding, we have to rework our security apparatus. On that note, here are the blueprints for the park. Say, Matt, was it just me, or is that mecha MISHY over there different somehow? Leave it to you and your eagle eye to notice. Randy, I'd appreciate you not veering off topic. We're just getting started. It's fine, I was planning to fill you two in on our upcoming event, one way or the other anyway. Since Randy's already brought it up, I might as well go into it now. Quick pause, because my phone won't stop. Sorry about that, just the phone wouldn't stop, and I had to get rid of the fucking notification noises. Since Randy's already brought it up, I might as well go into it now. What you're looking at is indeed Mecha MISHY, or rather, the Mecha MISHY Mark II to be precise. As part of our upcoming event, he has a new metallic frame. That's probably why he looks different to you. Ah, that makes sense. Pretty snazzy fit he's got. I'm sure he'll be a hit with all the little tykes who visit the park. So we hope. Between you and me, I'm pretty excited about it too. I fail to see the appeal of it myself. I'll take your word for it. That being said, doesn't the metal make his suit heavier? I can't imagine someone lugging that around for hours on a hot day. Funny you should mention that. As luck would have it, he's fully mechanical inside. No performer required. God damn it. Someone's out of a job. Believe it or not, he was generously sent to us by a fan of the park studying the Roar Institute of Technology. We've just recently started putting him to use around here on a trial basis. He's quite the impressive piece of tech. His capabilities are limited, but he can be remote controlled, which is great. Whew. Whoever put this bad boy together must be quite the character. It's a lot of effort for a park mascot. Yeah, you're telling me. Which to me means, could it be bad news? Could the Mecha MISHY be evil? Quite the jazz. Ooh! Put all the tunes around here. Okay. I had a look through your proposed training regimen for new recruits, Bannings. It was a fine piece of work, mixing competence assessments with practical experience gained from helping to guard the ceremony. Well done. Thank you very much. I did have the chief look through it before submitting it to you. But hearing you praise my work so much did give me a lot more confidence in it. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, I'm not surprised. Dudley here's even pickier than I am with this stuff, so it's got to feel good when he gives you his stamp of approval. Regardless, I have personally signed off on the plan. As long as the higher-ups also approve it, I'll be counting on you to start putting it into action from tomorrow. Understood, thank you, sir. Thinking about it, it's been 3 whole years since you first became a detective. Undetective, probably should be a detective. So much has happened at that time that it makes my head hurt thinking back on it. But you look like a real grown-up member of the force now. I couldn't agree more. The rest of the Triple S has become significantly more dependable than when they started too. I'm honored to have the two of you speak so highly of me, but I still don't feel like I deserve such praise. I'm still a long way from being able to compare to my brother, I think. You think? Pardon the interruption, but it's alright if I take this. It looks like it's urgent. Oh. I'm so glad you picked up, Lloyd. We've got an emergency on our hands. Could we meet up right away? Absolutely. I'll head out at once. You can brief me while I'm on the move. I'm really sorry about all this, Chief Detective. Don't worry about it. Sounds like whatever you're dealing with is a race against time. You can give us a report later. For now, just get going. We don't have any other urgent tasks to give you today regardless. So you don't need to worry about us. I'll submit your proposal on your behalf. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I wonder what happened so fast. As busy as ever, those kids. They sure are. Though I wasn't counting on that right now. Probably not. A sudden communications disruption, huh? But you know where the cause of the outage came from? Yes, the origin of the terminal in the Geofront F sector, which someone or something has physical access to. Oh my god. The disruption isn't over either. It's still ongoing. I see. We need to be really careful then. Maybe we should let Kie and Ellie know since they're both nearby. Sorry to bother you two. I'm going to reread that. Sorry for the bother, you two, but could you give us a hand with something? You see... Tia explained the situation. I understood, we'll head there right away. Fortunately, a cancellation just freed up my afternoon, so this won't be a bother at all. I just finished with classes for the day, too. On my way. Thank you both for being so understanding. If only the rest of the world was that understanding. My lord. Now that our meeting is over, it's time to get down to our next order of business. Let's see, we should probably go around the park so we can start to get an idea of how we'll need to secure things. Works for me. Seems like the perfect way for us to get some quality time in on the clock, too. Are you kidding me? Are you treating this like it's some kind of date? Easy. I just said it was a nice chance to have a little one-on-one. Oh, right. You know. I forgot to mention something to you. Great. What now? Truth be told, I'm heading back to Thor's tomorrow. I was hoping you could join me and the rest of the Triple S for dinner tonight, if that works for you. What? We're really putting on the Ritz for it. You know, to send me off in style and all that. Night like tonight, the more company the merrier. It'll be a hoot. You in? Mariel?
Why didn't you...
Huh?
What?
Why didn't you say something sooner?
Oh.
How could you not tell me you're going back to Arabonia?
Because it... calm down. Fuck. Whoa, slow down. I think we've got a bit of a misunderstanding here. MISHY, what are you... Yeah, I figured MISHY was a little off. What the hell, pal? This some kind of prank? What's going on? Why is he... You humans are an eyesore. I was pretty sure it was evil. I don't know what's gotten into him, but it looks like he's gone berserk. The idea of MISHY taking a swing at someone? Uni just sat up somewhere in a cold sweat. Well, I'll put him in his place. Hey, you think you can run away? We'll talk. Well, we can talk later, Mariel. Right now, we gotta get the cat back in the bag. Right, let's go. I take it the rest of the Triple S is gonna show up for this. Is there a boss battle at the end of all of these? Hey, everybody. We've got you now, you bucket of bolts. Well, this can't be good. Randy, look out. Hey, leave it to Chrome Dome to be packed with all sorts of projectiles. I can handle this thing, Muriel. You get the civvies to safety. Roger, I'll take care of them. But don't you dare do anything crazy. I'll cover backup, so just hold out. It's too dangerous to stay here. Everyone, I need you to calmly follow my orders so you can all be evacuated. Understood? Which is just get off the fucking beach. Looks like it's just you and me now, pal. You pack a punch, but I've seen worse. Or you pack a big punch. You are but a mere human. Do you think you have what it takes to overpower my mechanical might? That's some serious firepower he's packing under the hood. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to come out of this one unscathed, even if I live a berserker. I don't know what the wolf part of that was. But I knew the whole crew would show.
Move away from Randy!
Zero Breaker!
Well, that was flashy. For nothing.
Come on, Randy. Did I just hear you muttering to yourself about taking a few bumps and bruises?
Didn't Murray tell you not to do anything crazy?
It's Murray. I thought that was Morale. Oops.
Well, I'll be. Guess you guys are my cavalry yet again, huh? Good timing. How'd you get here so fast anyway?
We'll explain later. Let's focus on neutralizing the mecha MISHY. I'll back you guys up with my orders, too.
Sounds
Great.
good. All right, SSS. Let's show Catboy here what we're made of.
Oh, well, I skipped a right, but... Oh,
Countering!
burn damage.
Let's go!
Lovely. Cherubic Smile, CP... critical 100% for 4 turns. Uh-huh. Well,
Cheer up, guys!
don't mind if I do, actually.
Smile!
It's my turn!
Because we may as well get as much damage as we
got you.
possibly can right off the hop.
All right.
No, we're just gonna attack.
They're off guard.
There!
Here I go.
Also, yeah, we can't scan it. Okay, so you don't gotta worry. I'm gonna try scanning it. It seems like you don't gotta worry about scanning these things. It's just Crimson Gale?
Try this on for
Big
size.
damage?
Crimson Gale! Got him.
Follow it up!
We got good damage going on here.
Raring to go.
Now we are going to Absolute Reflect for 4 turns.
Aeon Shield, deploy! It's my go. Beginning
I'm gonna
analysis.
scan it regardless.
Data received.
Well, it gave me Scouter.
It's my go.
I don't think there's gonna be a reason to have done it though.
Arcus activate.
I won't let you!
Oh, that's cringe.
Let's go!
Okay. Here's man. I just want to try to get him into close to a break state here.
I've got you. Leave it to me. Arcus activate.
There!
Keep the Absolute Reflect for another little turn here. We don't need to see Galleon forward. Oh, that's not near as... This is gonna be a problem. As long as you don't kill Lloyd. Oh, Golden Spear's a bad one. Well, you missed.
Here I go.
That's always good.
Got him.
Following up!
Trying to get
It's my
all
go.
the damage in.
Dummy gunner, activate. Absolute zero!
Hey, we froze him.
Let's go!
And you're poised for... Well, we may as well damage
Keep
reduction.
strong! Toughness shield!
Out of my sight, humans!
Let's go!
There's gotta be a way. I can steal that. I know I can. It's not the way I want. I'm gonna steal it.
It ends here!
I don't want to do the double steal, but I'm gonna do the double steal. We see his more often now. We haven't seen Randy's in a minute.
About time I got this started.
Randy's is pretty cool, so.
Eat steel! Berserker! I'd just give up if I were you.
Yeah, just give up.
You see how serious I am?
Okay.
Activate.
Leave it to me.
Rude. I do have an MP.
Here I go. Take this. Ah!
Oh.
Bomber!
Well, lovely of that to miss.
I won't let you!
Destroy!
Jesus, we're taking a pummeling here.
Rocket burn!
Not that it's
All right.
doing all that much.
Stay strong,
Honestly.
everyone.
Thank
Thanks.
you. It's my go. Yeah.
I think we're gonna be fine.
Activate.
Let's go!
Do I have an impede with you? I don't have an impede?
Hey!
Well, I just walked into it.
Going for it.
Keep strong! Toughness shield!
Here I go.
We are not doing near the damage I would have expected. Also, she
Don't give
absorbed
in!
that.
Thanks.
Kind of forgot that was an option
my
with
go.
her.
Ready.
Anything to get some damage here. Anything. This is
All
it.
right.
Pretty easy boss battle, I won't lie. Pretty
Stay
easy.
strong, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I could probably
Don't
win
give in.
this
Thanks. It's my turn.
with just S-Crafts. So we're gonna give that a go. 1, 2. And hers better do it.
Hope you're ready. Yeah.
I know Ellie's won't.
Orbital driver set at maximum output. Ether strike.
It didn't.
Activate.
And it healed. And it's going in. It's going in a lot.
Leave it to me.
Fuck.
Stay.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Bomber!
Yep, that's fine.
Activate. Bomber!
You missed. And rocket punch.
Let's go!
Oh, boy. Fuck it.
Yeah. Try this. They're off guard.
Following up. It's my go. Tag, break.
What does it tell? Never mind. Didn't matter, because I was like trying to figure out what I was gonna do there. Killed it anyway. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Randy, pretty excited. I don't blame him. Well, that went well. Phew. God, that's finally behind us. Excuse me. Is everyone alright? Yep, no worse for wear. Man, am I glad you guys showed up when you did, or else I could have been in bad shape. Thanks. But, am I imagining things, or did I hear a pretty familiar sounding howl somewhere back there? No, I definitely heard it too. I recall hearing it at the start of the Liberation last week as well. He's likely been watching over us and decided to lend us a hand, or a paw as it were. He could have at least come down here so we could give him a great big thank you. How? Paw? Never mind that. Anyway, I'm glad you're alright, Randy. We're talking about, I think he was technically a holy beast, but he's part of the Triple S. As am I, even if you were just a hand... Well, just had to take things a little too far... Even if you just had to take things a little too far like you always do. My bad, my bad. Didn't mean to worry everyone. Forgive forgiven. Still, how did the rest of you manage to make it here so quickly? Coincidence. We've been tracking a virus that's been going around, which led us here. Virus? What do you mean? The kind of thing that makes your Peter sick. There's been a really bad program floating around the Orbital network. Yes, and it's been wreaking havoc across the network traffic here in Crossbell. Yona and Tia were thankfully able to pinpoint the source of it earlier this morning. It was a terminal in the depths of the Geo Front F sector, which we already investigated earlier. Tia ran an analysis and began exterminating the virus, but then all of the archaisms located inside the Geo Front began to go berserk. Exactly what happened with Mecha MISHY, as a matter of fact. Damn, you gotta be kidding me. Fortunately, the archaism settled down again after the virus was purged from the system, but it avoided deletion and managed to wirelessly transmit somewhere else. We managed to trace it to Michelin Wonderland with Kie's help. Then combine Lloyd using the old detective noodle with Ellie's analytics and boom! We're here on the beach saving Randy. Well, that's detailed recounting. Now it makes perfect sense. You guys have only officially been back for less than a week, but you're already humming along. I'll say, it's almost unbelievable. Not that I'm complaining, of course. The only problem is we have to figure out what to do with Mecha MISHY now. Does anyone have any ideas? The circuitry seems to have shorted out, but it would still be safer to put him somewhere secure before attempting any repairs. It's a good point. I'll contact his original engineer and let him know what happened. Let him know we fucked up his robot. Ultimately, the virus's true origins and how it spread remained shrouded in history. It was clear that further investigation into the matter would be required at a later date. However, with the virus itself disposed of, the case could be considered solved for the time being. Later that night, the Triple S, along with Yona and Morale, had a lively farewell dinner for Randy. This looks great. Thanks for inviting me, everyone. I guess a change of pace isn't bad now and then. We're happy to have you both. Make yourselves at home. Yeah, and there's plenty of grub, so don't be shy about asking for seconds. This is supposed to be Randy's going away party, so we sort of went all out. That means booze for those of you above the drinking age, too. Everything in moderation, right? This is a targeted discrimination. 3 years later, and I'm still the only underage member of the Triple S. Not that I even want to drink. What's wrong, Morale? Waiting on me to pour you a drink? You jerk, don't think you're off the hook just yet. Why didn't you tell me sooner that you were going back to Erebonia? You were just going to walk out of my life for another year like it was nothing? Right, I guess we sort of got cut off back at Michelin before I could explain. Sorry about giving you the wrong idea. I'm leaving to do some work at the branch campus, but I'll be back for good in about a month or so. What? Basically, I'm just going to make sure the person taking my old job can hit the ground running. Morale? Why didn't you say that in the first place? That's my bad. I swear, why are you like this? You're supposed to be an adult, you have a career, not to mention one that hinges on communication, attention to detail, and... Listen to these normies go. Get a room already, will ya? A room? You're bright red, and you haven't even had a drop to drink. Randy and Morale sitting in a tree. Come on, Teotod. It's not funny when I'm the butt of the joke. This is all your fault, Randy. You can at least act like you're sorry.
Lloyd?
Don't mind me.
Yeah, don't mind him. He just spaced out.
It's just... I was thinking that we really know how to throw a party.
I mean... You know how to throw a dinner.
We sure do. Makes you think of old times, doesn't it? I've always hoped we could be like this again.
Yeah. It's like I'm in a blissful dream.
Hey, since you're here and all,
Uh-oh.
you up for a game of cards?
Oh, that's
Way to not so subtly change the subject. But fine. I'll make you cry, Uncle. And then you'll have to do my bidding.
Oh.
Sounds to me like we need to come up with a special penalty for the loser.
Sounds like a great plan, Tio. I like your way of thinking.
Fun. I want in.
I already know I'm gonna be dragged into a game. So just give me my hand.
I'm in if we're betting Mira.
Yeah. How about we stay away from gambling?
You are the chief. Maybe you shouldn't gamble? Put it out there.
Okay, all done. Now I just seal it and... I'm getting really sleepy. Today was so much fun.
Oh, you wrote your letter. I forgot you were going to do that. Go you for doing what you said you were going to do. You had a vision
What
of
was
that?
that? I could see much more clearly before. Oh well, as long as we're together, we can do anything. Just like today. I hope tomorrow's just as much fun. But for now, time to go to bed.
So you still have slight visions, and you
Couldn't
seem...
be happier that the SSS is back up and running, Shizuku. I know we're bound to run into our share of troubles, but there's nothing we can't beat, as long as we stick together. Hope this letter isn't too long. I can't wait to talk in Crossbell. Love, Kia.
Interesting that you've seen the doll girl. That I cannot remember the name of for the life of me. Woo! 3000 Mira, invigorate. Okay. Character notes added. Okay, so it says it's optional, but it unlocks character notes. So, it seems very well worth it. Okay.
Review missions.
So I want to make sure there's no other big missions we could do right now. I mean, we could just go back in and do that, but I'm not going to do that. And we don't have enough Phantasmal Shards to purchase anything. Well, we do. We could get a support slot for in here. That's probably worth it, but we're going to hold off on that. I think we have time. 36 minutes! We don't have time. Okay, so in the next episode, we're going to wrap up what we could do here in the Reverie Garden and continue on with the story on Lloyd's side. So please comment, subscribe, tell me what you thought of the Reverie Garden so far. We're just going to do what we got to do to talk to these people and end here. Comment, subscribe, tell me what you thought. See you all in the next one, guys. Bye-bye for now. Get back from MS.